Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new unboxing. As you can tell by the title, it's WWEShop related once again. Now the last unboxing we did was not too long ago where we unboxed that WrestleMania t-shirt from Homage and that Cody Rhodes photo with the piece of ring canvas used from Saturday night's main event at the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. So here we are with this unboxing, and I only have two t-shirts today, so I might as well start off with this specific shirt right here. What I have here is the Rey Fenix Flaming Mask t-shirt, and then as you can see on the front, it's Rey Fenix's face with flames surrounding his mask and everything. And then on the back, you just have Rey Fenix. A very similar logo to the Penta logo. That's kind of cool that they have similar looking logos and stuff. And then on the left sleeve, you have a WWE logo on it. It seems like now a lot of the newer shirts now have this, which is bizarre to me. But anyways, let's try on the shirt now, shall we? So, this is what the shirt looks like. Very nice. A very cool, badass looking t-shirt of Rey Fenix. I'm kind of surprised that they allowed him to keep the Rey part in his name because of Rey Mysterio. I'm shocked that they allowed him to have the name Rey Fenix, which is kind of cool. And last but certainly not least, we got another CM Punk t-shirt. Pretend to be shocked. And what I got here is the CM Punk Luck is for Losers t-shirt. So you got the two taped fists of CM Punk, and then you got one of the fists holding a pair of cards. And it has an ace, a king, a queen, a jack, and a 10. And then it has this banner that wraps around it saying Luck is for Losers. And then on the back, it's similar lettering to the Luck is for Losers of CM Punk with a star next to it. Kind of looks like lettering you would use for tattoos. And also on the left sleeve, just like the Rey Fenix shirt and probably every WWE t-shirt going forward, there's a WWE logo on the left sleeve, but in a different color to kind of match the t-shirt design itself, because this one was more like a yellowish orange. This one is just white. So anyways, let's try on this shirt now, shall we? So, this is what the shirt looks like. Very nice. A pretty cool, badass CM Punk t-shirt right here. Pretty awesome. Luck is for losers. So anyways, that's really it on this unboxing. So to quickly recap, we got the CM Punk Luck is for Losers t-shirt, as well as the Rey Fenix Flaming Mask t-shirt. Pretty cool t-shirts all around. Now, the last unboxing I did was before WrestleMania. So now here we are, and WrestleMania has passed, including the night after WrestleMania with Raw and SmackDown. What an interesting WrestleMania. Jey Uso, in the opening match of night one, ended up tapping out Gunther to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Like, I kind of found it odd that he tapped out pretty quickly. I was like, you know what? Whatever. The New Day ended up winning the World Tag Team titles, which I predicted correctly. Jade Cargill ended up beating Naomi, but there was an underrated moment during that match that I appreciated, but I'm pretty sure 99% of you didn't really give a shit. And that was Jade Cargill's entrance for WrestleMania. The little cameo in the beginning of the entrance where you have outside Allegiant Stadium, you have meteorologist Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel reporting the weather that's happening outside the stadium. I popped for that. Why? Because I remember growing up watching the Weather Channel religiously when I was a kid, and Jim Cantori was one of my favorite meteorologists on the Weather Channel. And he's obviously the meteorologist that became viral over Thunder Snow. So to see Jim Cantori appear in that was pretty awesome. Jacob Fatu ended up winning the United States Championship clean, which I was surprised about. Tiffany Stratton ended up retaining the Women's Championship against Charlotte, despite getting some of her teeth chipped and having a little knot on her head. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some unpulled punches there. Tiffany Stratton had one of the coolest entrances. She came out of a huge Barbie doll box that was made by Mattel themselves, according to Michael Cole. And I was like, I would not be surprised if down the line WWE does Barbie dolls with Tiffany Stratton. She's perfect for it. So now the main event of night one of WrestleMania. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman in his corner. Oh my fucking god, was this match fucking amazing. Holy shit. CM Punk's entrance was fucking incredible. The piano rendition of This Fire Burns brought tears to my eyes. And then when they actually started playing the song, I fucking started crying. I'm not the only one that probably cried at that. Holy shit, was that amazing to hear that song one more time, because I loved This Fire Burns as much as I love Cult of Personality. And speaking of Cult of Personality, Living Color performed the song live for CM Punk's entrance, kind of like how they did back at WrestleMania 29. Obviously, the biggest takeaway from that match was the betrayals. So at one point, everybody's down and Paul Heyman grabs a chair, and he's debating on whether to give it to Roman or to Punk. And then he finally says, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to give it to Punk. And then Paul gets into the ring, and then as he was getting into the ring, I'm like, no. I knew the second Paul Heyman was getting into the ring, I'm like, oh no. I was literally like the Punisher with the, wait. I was like, no. Please, for the love of Christ, do not do this to me again. And, of course, it happened. Paul Heyman turned on CM Punk, low blowing him, and then giving the chair to Roman Reigns, allowing Roman to whale CM Punk with the chair. And then Paul Heyman pointed out Seth, and he's like, look! The Shield! Seth Rollins, he's trying to get up, and then Roman's about to hit him with the chair again before Paul Heyman low blows him, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening in this match? But the thing that pissed me off the most about this match was Michael Cole. Nothing with what he said, but he's like, you piece of garbage! Like, just fucking say you piece of shit! Come on! The only one that cursed was Pat McAfee. Paul Heyman, you son of a bitch! Just say it once and then you'll be fine. But he just refused. He just did that little pause in between piece of and garbage. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Just curse. Just say you piece of shit. That's it. So after Paul Heyman low-blowed Roman Reigns, he gave the chair to Seth, and Seth hit Roman with the chair and then hit the stomp and pinned Roman Reigns to win the triple threat. And now Paul Heyman has aligned himself with Seth Rollins. So now we go on to night 2. So Io retained her Women's World Championship in the opener. A hell of a match between the three. Dominic Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship. And they set it up so perfectly. The moment that Finn Balor stopped Dominic from hitting the frog splash initially, I'm like, Dom's gonna frog splash Finn and win. And he got a big pop from the crowd. I popped for it. So the next match, I believe, was the Randy Orton versus Who match. My initial reaction was, it's probably going to be Rusev or Aleister Black somehow. Or somehow Nick Aldis. But instead, it's Joe Hendry. I popped when Joe Hendry's music started playing. I was like, wow, they have Joe Hendry facing Randy Orton in a one-on-one match at fucking WrestleMania. But the funniest part of the match was when Joe Hendry does the spin around pose and the camera starts zooming in on him, and then out of nowhere you see Randy Orton grab him for the RKO. I started dying of laughter because of the timing of it was perfect. I was like, that's fucking gold. The women's tag team title match. Now this is where it gets pretty interesting, because leading into night 1 of WrestleMania, it was announced not only that Rey Mysterio got replaced with Rey Fenix against El Grande Americano, which El Grande Americano won, by the way, but also Bayley got attacked backstage by some random person. So it ended up becoming Lyra Valkyria with a mystery partner against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan for the women's tag titles. And that mystery partner ended up being Becky Lynch. And they ended up winning the tag titles, only to lose them 24 hours later, and then Becky Lynch turned heel on Lyra Valkyria. And then the following week, Becky Lynch revealed that she was the one who attacked Bayley. And then John Cena ended up pinning Cody Rhodes to win his 17th WWE World Championship. So now John Cena is going to now feud with Randy Orton for the WWE Championship at Backlash. Overall, I did enjoy WrestleMania. Obviously, it wasn't as great as WrestleMania 40, but then again, not every WrestleMania has to be like WrestleMania 40. I think what happened was expectations were not met, and that's why people were bitching. So anyways, that's really my thoughts on what's been going on lately with wrestling when it comes to what happened at WrestleMania. So I do have a few unboxings coming from WWEShop soon. I have 2 items from that Cactus Jack collection, which is that Travis Scott stuff. It's that CM Punk shirt. I just couldn't help myself. I got that Joe Hendry WrestleMania shirt. I got that trading card of that poster for CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. And that's really it. So anyways, that's really it on this unboxing. Let me know what you thought about WrestleMania in the comments down below. And if you like what you saw here, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make cool ads on Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and myself. I used to act as cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr, my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRD96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.